right, everyone, welcome back to Automotive Miami. Today we have Cesar. Cesar, thank you so much for making the time for us, man. Woo! Oh my goodness, what a build. Tell us, man, what do you drive?
Hey, what's going on, man? I have a 1992 Nissan 300ZX.
Are you sure it's 1982? It looks newer than that. It looks,
yeah, right?
We'll fact check you on that one.
Yeah, right?
Before we begin talking about this amazing build, tell us a little bit about yourself, Cesar. When do you remember thinking, I like cars, this is kind of my hobby?
I've always liked taking things apart and working with my hands. And also I used to have another car. My first car gave me a lot of trouble, and you know, taking it to the mechanic and the mechanic not being able to figure it out, and you spend so much money with them, and then you're like, wait, what was that? And you know, just stuff like that that made me want to start actually working on cars.
Oh, okay.
So that was it. And as far as this specific model, my neighbor had one, and when I was a kid I would always go up to it and see what it was. And yeah, so when I got older, I was able to pick a few of them up.
A few of them. Not one, not two, a few of them.
Yeah, right.
So you said you like taking things apart, right? Okay, that's fine. When do you actually start noticing cars themselves, though? Because, you know, there's that moment where like, oh, I like cars, and then more specifically Japanese cars.
To be honest, I like every car, but definitely Japanese cars makes me more, I relate to them more. Yeah. Obviously movies that I'm pretty sure we both grew up with, like Fast and the Furious. And I'm talking specifically the first ones. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the 7, 8, 9 or 12, 15, whatever, where they're fighting with tanks. Yeah, those don't apply to us. I get you.
No, I still want a tank.
Oh, and camber and everything. Yeah, right. And let's swap the tank. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were the moments where you're like, okay, this is what I like. This is the Japanese market.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do you notice the Fairlady?
The Fairlady, probably when I was around like 10. Like I said, it was a neighbor had one, and I was like, man, what is that car? And I just kept going closer and closer to see what it was, because there's no like real emblems or you know, or something that sticks out as saying what it was. And finally, like, I went up to it close enough, and I was like, oh, 300ZX, and I was like, damn, that was my childhood dream car.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah.
Of course, you don't get your first childhood dream car. What did you end up getting as your first car?
My first car was like a 2001 BMW, like a 325i.
Damn, that's not a bad first car. Whoa!
At the time, yeah, I felt pretty pimp. I'm not gonna lie. But it's still pretty.
Now it's going backwards. 2001. Damn, I don't think I own a 2001 car. That's too new for me still.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you bought that one and you realized, what am I doing? Did you actually modify it?
You know what? No, at the time, like I said, I had it, and like I said, I took it to the mechanic, and the same thing. Oh, it's a BMW. You need this, you need that. And I remember going to getting my windows tinted. They're like, oh, because it's a BMW, you got to use this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
as special windows.
Yeah, special windows. Yeah, so it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? But eventually I got tired of it. It was an okay car, but you know, you start working, you start getting more money, and I wanted to get like either E46 M3 or Honda S2000. You know, so I think the Honda was the one that made me go on more JDM stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what did you end up buying after that?
The S2000.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
came over to the good side.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I
not
had
for long though.
Yeah, right. But I'm sorry, it was the BMW, and then I got this one when it was like in 2011.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I got my S2000 like at 2013.
So you had two cars at one point.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bought this one. This one specifically?
This one specifically.
Ooh, okay.
But like I said, like we were talking about, they're kind of hard to like work on, so I never really considered it as like my car that I could actually drive. So it was just like more in the background.
You just bought it.
Like, hey, I got what I wanted. You know what I mean? And
so what do you do now? Do you drive it? No.
No.
You just look at it. No, you just own it. That's it. You don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2011. I mean, wow. So where did you find it?
I found it just on Craigslist.
Okay.
I remember it was just Craigslist. Yeah.
And there's a twin turbo already.
It was a twin turbo.
Because if I'm not mistaken, they come NA, single, and twin?
No, just NA or twin turbo.
Wow, there's nothing single.
No.
So either you go like full-on baller or peasant.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the peasant is pretty fast either way. So it's one of those things.
Fun.
Oh, okay, so it's NA or twin. Okay, gotcha. You obviously wanted the twin, or did you not care at the moment?
No, I've always wanted twin turbo. Like you gotta shoot for the stars, you know what I mean? So
yeah, shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
So you pick it up. When do you actually start working on it?
It took a minute. Like I said, you try taking it to a mechanic and they don't really know like how to work on them. They're not too familiar with them, and the people who do know, it costs like so much.
Yeah.
So like I said, it just stayed in the background for like a minute, and eventually one of my friends started going to a Toyota program where they teach you how to be a mechanic.
Nice.
And I was like, you know what, I'd be interested in taking those courses, and I went to school for it.
Oh,
and
nice.
in school, that's when I got a little bit more comfortable, working on it, diagnosing, and like I said, I would like working with my hands. So that's where, like I said, I'm thankful for my skills because of this car.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this usually is you get the career, then the car. No, you got the car and then the career.
Yeah. It wasn't even the career because I'm not a mechanic,
you just enroll for the classes.
Yeah, no,
there's like 4 of you. Like, why are you guys here? We all own 300 ZXs.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense. Okay.
No, actually, I did find one of my friends too. He was there. He had a 300 ZX. And
yeah.
That's funny. That was funny. I was like,
you're like, how long you've had the car? 5 years? Have you driven it? No. Me neither. We both have it. That's why we're here, man.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome, man. Well, let's start talking about this beautiful, beautiful car. You said it's a 92?
92.
I just don't see it, man. I don't see it, but a 92. Okay. Let's start with the obvious, the color. Is it a wrap or is it paint? And if so, what is the name of it?
It's a wrap.
Okay.
It's by 3M. It's called Atomic Teal.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. What made you go with this bright color?
Well, like I said, we were speaking about it before we got on camera. It's my forever project, So I do it as I can. And when I did my engine swap, I didn't have enough money for my paint. I want it to be black.
Gotcha.
But I went with this, I guess, a drastic color, so it can be a different.
Quotation drastic. Yeah. It is drastic.
Well, if imagine I wrapped it black and then painted it black, I'd be like, oh, cool. You know what I mean?
No, I love the color, man. Yeah. It's different, and it pops. It's not too much out there, and it goes with this car just because it is, like I told you, it's the design of it to me throws me off like a very budget exotic car. It doesn't look out of place, If I try to do that in my Accord, something about it will not look right, But on this car, it flows, man. So let's start off with the front end. What do we have going on? Let's start with the hood and then the bumper and lip and all that good stuff.
Okay, so the hood is Carbon Creations hood. It's discontinued. Honestly, at the time, like I said, I've had them for so long, I didn't think too much of them, and now people offer me $2,000 for it. Shoot. So it's kind of funny because I picked it up on eBay for 120, and the guy still delivered it to me.
And you still haggled him,
no? Yeah.
Everyone took 80.
Yeah.
But that was way back when. When did you get this one?
Like I said,
back in 11, right?
2011. Yeah.
See, yeah. I mean, if we would have known all these things, we discussed this. I mean, this car seems like it doesn't get the love that it should get.
Right.
But now it's hopefully coming back. Hopefully more companies can start putting in some work. But okay.
Right.
Grill.
The grill is a twin Z nose panel. It's it's a nose panel.
That looks clean.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know anything about these cars other than I really, really like them. But front bumper.
Front bumper is a Mission Japan front bumper. This one was on my. I think it's one of my holy grails because not that many people have them, and they're kind of expensive. So. Especially the importing them, it's not the price of a bumper, it's the importing.
And it went up a little bit, huh?
Yeah. So it's a Mission front bumper.
It's absolutely gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Cool. Fenders. What kind of fenders?
Fenders is Origin Lab fenders, same from Japan. The shipping costs more than the fenders.
Nice.
That's how it goes,
Yeah, the motherland, huh? Man, that's cool. Side skirts?
Side skirts, honestly, they're some eBay ones, so I need to fix those because I don't like the fitment on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think they go well for now.
Were they supposed to be reps of styles of what? Do you know?
You know what? They are not even designed over anything. I think they just made it their own because I couldn't find anything.
Because it's just the line of the front bumper lines nicely with the side skirt. So I was like, maybe,
yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, no.
Over fenders?
Over fenders is from Twin Z.
Man, one of my favorite angles here. Just the quarter little window here. I love it. When did you go, I guess you would say wide body, because everything's a little bit wide in a little bit?
2017.
Oh, okay. So for the most part, you had OEM lines. The car was black, you said?
Black.
Okay, cool. And so just recently, for how many years you've been owning the car, you decided to go kind of,
Right.
you know, as you quote unquote dramatic. What kind of wing?
Wing, it's a Velside EC1
Ooh.
wing. Yeah.
Damn.
Has a little sticker in the middle if you want to.
Oh, so you know. You know. Okay. And then rear bumper, anything that we were not, you know.
Rear bumper is the matching Twin Z rear bumper. It's like their first generation. They had so many, so the same as for the nose panel. That's why I was just like, I couldn't think of the name. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They have like 3 types.
They have 3 types. Okay.
Yeah.
Rear lights, man. One of my most favorite rear lights in all of car culture. It's just this whole entire look. It's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Man, that's gorgeous. Since we're in the back over here, tell us about the exhaust system.
Exhaust system is a MagnaFlow exhaust. It's was specifically for the Nissan, so I was lucky enough to get that one because that one's pretty rare too. And I just found it on OfferUp, and it was got a super great deal for it because it's pretty much brand new.
Yeah, I was also back in 2002, dude. Relax. Now everything's a good
that one
deal.
was recent too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man,
Just got to stay up on.
You stay up on that, huh?
Yeah.
What did you do for work? I don't know, but I saw all these great deals on Marketplace.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, a little about your suspension. What do you have going on?
Suspension, I have Power Tricks coilovers, GK Tech, all the arms. There's upper control arms.
Make it easy for yourself.
Rods.
All the arms.
Yeah.
those as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything just been just rehauled. It's just brand new car underneath.
Yeah, I think you need to because it's very old, you know. So all the bushings, it's a 30-year-old car. So all the bushings, they just need to be replaced. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Braking system. What do you have?
Braking system I have is they're actually the 370Z Nismo calipers.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just an upgrade. They of course they have an adapter. So
Okay.
put an adapter and then.
What kind of rotors are those? Is it from the Z as well?
Those rotors, I think they're like Ray Besto something. Yeah.
They're huge.
But they look, they're like 14 inches and stock they're like 10 and a half.
Damn.
So definitely got good braking now.
I mean, 10.5 is already big.
Yeah.
Not big enough. Let's double it.
240 people upgrade to the
To the 10.
turbo.
Yeah. This is big. You know, it's like, we don't need any more. You guys are like, nah, we need more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's the same matching on the rear too.
Oh, man. That BB kit in the rear as well, huh? Just... And for the rear, does it come with a bracket kit as well?
Yeah, you can get a bracket
awesome.
kit.
So that's it. You just need the bracket, and then everything else plugs in.
Yeah. Oh, and stainless steel lines. That's about it.
Gotcha. Wow. I mean, that's it. One more?
It doesn't get easier than that, right?
That's crazy. And obviously, when you have big brakes like that, you need to have very specific wheels that can clear them. So tell us about your wheels and setup.
Wheels are Vogue Z40s in diamond black. And they're wrapped around some Falcons.
And what size on those Falcons?
They are 9.5 in the front and 10.5 in the rear.
Okay. And the tires?
Tires, they are, to be honest, we should probably look closer and see together because
305 by 19. What?
I think these are 335, 35 18s, and the rear should be like 275, 35 18s.
TBD.
Yeah, right.
Cesar doesn't want to give out all his secrets. No. No, you just forget because there's so much stuff that you do to your cars.
Right.
And then you just add one thing, you do another, and during that moment you do your research and make sure that it fits.
Yeah.
But then you forget because then the next thing comes up. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Man, absolutely killer setup.
Thank you.
Anything major for the outside that you can think of that you're gonna do?
That I'm gonna do? No, I think it's pretty much where I need to be at. Probably just like I said, I want to switch the side skirts before I actually do get to paint. But that's pretty much it for the exterior. Oh, and I got like some app plug mirrors.
Oh yeah. What kind of mirrors?
App plug.
Okay. Isn't that the insurance company? Affleck?
Or AB plug, whatever you want to call them.
Oh man, this is cool.
and I've only seen like 5 people with those. So.
And you have 4 sets. That's you. Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. You say you're gonna paint it. What kind of color would you paint it?
It's a Cadillac Diamond Black. It's like this one right here. Because that's already the paint. Once we get to the engine bay, that's the color that's gonna be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Once we get to see that K series, is that what?
Right.
Well, let's talk about the interior before we get. If you don't mind opening up the door for us, please. Let's see what we have inside. Because one of the things about this car is the interior. I always thought it was extremely interesting that the way they set everything up is very driver focused. So pretty amazing interior, man. Tell us, what do you got going on?
Well, I did my best to kind of do something clean. So I got the Fairlady Z, like door sills, I think they want to call them. I got the veil side seats. They're carbon.
Man, they're carbon?
Yep.
Wow.
I have center consoles carbon fiber.
And what company does that, or is that something that you did yourself?
No, I think it's called Interior Innovations.
Gotcha.
That does it.
Wow.
And
it's like you're flying an airplane here.
right.
Do you have like a checklist every time you
I
turn
know,
on?
right? Yeah.
You're like, now I do. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I'm like just everything. This car is amazing.
Oh, and I got like a little like chassis brace from NEXT.
Man, that's a beautiful piece right there.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and Nismo steering wheel.
Over there. Awesome. Okay. What kind of shifter assembly?
The shifter, oh, I made it myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, nice.
Oh, except it has a gritty like knob, but the shifter stuff, it's that's why it's carboned out. So I tried to like,
Oh.
yeah.
No wonder the car's so light. Short shifter?
Like I said, I made it myself because it has a T56 Magnum in it.
Ooh.
So there's not like a specific brand that will fit. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
it's not that I wanted to make one. It's I kind of had
You
to.
forced it.
Yeah.
Hence why you mentioned that like there's not that much aftermarket support for this.
Right.
Okay. Man, what are the future plans for the interior, if any?
Interior, I would probably do like new whole carpet because it's pretty faded, and probably like the door stuff, like the suede, it's already all like smoothed out. So I like to do that.
That's an AC vent?
Yeah.
Wow. There it is. Man, and you mentioned that some of these cars came with the telephone?
Yeah.
Wait, how does a telephone and a twin turbo kind of go together? I don't
Yeah,
understand
right.
that. I mean, who was the demographic that they were trying to shoot for? Or was it like, okay, just put everything, you know?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you also mentioned that they came with, I mean, now some cars have it, which is, okay, it's 2022, but back in 92, you said they had like, in essence, dampening? Like
Yeah.
stability?
Yeah.
Wow.
So right here you have the switch to go either sport or touring. And it would, adjust your suspension to, a couple clicking em or wherever to either soften or tighten up the suspension. But I thought that was pretty cool for 1990.
Yes.
Because, I mean, they had it designed like, 88 or 89, something
Dude, it's
like
pretty
that.
cool for 2022. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that was a thing, that's freaking awesome.
Right, yeah.
Man. Well, all these race car-ish stuff for a stock DQ, is that what you said?
Oh.
Let's check it out. Let's see what the power.
Sure.
Oh man, this is too wild, dude. enough with the K-Series jokes because money has entered the chat. Wow, okay. And I see the color that you mentioned about the engine bay.
Yeah.
So it has like a nice little shine and pearl to it, right?
Yes.
Or like sparkle.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I don't think this is stock. So this is not how you bought it, right?
No. I have the car for like since 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've had twin turbos, so I wanted something different.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with the LS.
When did the idea go with the LS? How many years ago?
I got an itch for getting like a different car or something like that, you know, but there's nothing that really like speaks to me. And like I said, this was my childhood dream car. So I just wanted something a little bit different. So I just thought like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just put an LS in it? You know, and like I said, I like working and doing my own stuff. So I went ahead and just put a LS3 in it.
Okay, and it was NA for the longest, right?
NA from 2017 to like 2021.
That's the longest in car world. Yes.
Yes.
And it's so reliable. You get so much power out of it. I mean, you said NA is 400.
Yeah, I made 440 to the wheels.
I mean,
yeah,
that's more than enough.
No,
it's never enough for you guys, right? Well, tell us about your setup that you currently have, man. What do you have going on?
Well, I put a 78, 75 turbo, single turbo. As mentioned, there's not much stuff that you can just buy and put it on, especially putting LS on a Z. So I had to make my own turbo kit, basically. So I had to piece it together. 78, 75 turbo. It's on ethanol. What else did we? The engine's pretty much built.
It is built.
Yeah. ARP bolts for everything. LS9 cam.
Fuel? What kind of fuel do you have?
E85.
Sorry, like the injectors and the pump.
Oh,
and all that
injectors. I have some Bosch 210-pound injectors, which are.
What is that in CCs?
CCs. 2000.
2000?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I've never had anybody explain it in pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
All that's for everybody who didn't understand that either. You know, there's very few people that did. I'm like, I don't. Let me ask.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
So gas, you don't really think about that, right?
No. It's honestly not that bad on gas.
I mean, it gets you what, 3 miles per gallon? You're like, yeah, it's miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So built, boosted. Is it boost by gear or is it just one single?
It's just one single, but it does the system that I have is a Terminator, Holley Terminator X, and it has so many features. So if I wanted to, once I do hook up the boost controller on the wastegate, I will be able to control boost a little bit better. Okay. So
and what are you pushing right now?
Right now it's only the 10 pounds.
Only? Yeah.
I
mean, but only on this car is just
a lot. No, it's a lot.
And I'm assuming down the road you want to bump that up.
Yeah, so like I said.
Why?
Yeah, the only thing that was holding me back was the transmission, because I was still using the Nissan transmission. And now I'm using a T56 Magnum.
And that comes out for what?
The Magnum is basically the same internals as whatever is on the Vipers, whatever is on the Hellcats.
So what you're saying is that transmission is good for the next 30 years. You're good.
It's good for 1,000.
That's good.
Or over 1,000.
Wow. Okay. Cooling system. It seems like everything is very blocked off. Have you had any issues with heating?
Yeah, that was my main issue, to be honest. And
okay.
Just recently, I was able to. It's really tucked in. If you really want to get it in, just like through this side.
Gotcha. Let me see. You still can't see anything.
It's a mess in there, but it works now.
It works. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of? Tell us about the plumbing on the turbo and the intercooler. What do you have?
Basically, I took some LS truck manifolds and I just faced them forward. Yeah. That's it. And then I just connected them. I used the 2.5-inch piping, and I joined them on the right side. And yeah, it's been working. That's what everybody uses, you know.
How much trial and error is this for you? Because I mean, it sounds like now it sounds simple because you said it.
No, it does sound simple, but honestly, I just did everything with like a cutoff wheel.
Oh man.
So it just takes a lot of like cutting and and shaping or trying to shape, you know, because how can you shape metal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds simple, but it was just it's not.
How can you shape metal?
Yeah,
That's funny. And what intercooler did you say you're running?
Intercooler is just a universal intercooler.
Gotcha. Okay, so nothing.
No, nothing too fancy.
And then the radiator is just what?
Radiator is the Griffin Universal LS.
Gotcha.
Like I said, it's a LS, so they make them in every size. I was just able to find one that kind of fit where I needed it to be. Because even though if I was, I'll send you some pictures. It's basically like V-mounted as much as I could, because it's very tight. There's no space for this.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
So now that overheating issue has been resolved.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't overheat, but it would get hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't have that much room, like for. Well, it's not supposed to be like this. That's why.
Yeah.
So,
plus, the intercooler is basically blocking off all the airflow to the radiator.
Yep.
You know. So.
Oh man, yeah, a lot of fun figuring that out. So you said transmission, is that stock?
Transmission. Somewhat stock, yeah. The transmission.
That means it's no.
Yeah.
That means it's no. Well, yeah, it's stock, and then you start naming everything that you replaced. Okay, I mean, you did it's rated over 1,000, so it definitely has to be a little bit more, you know, beefed up. But
yeah, no, the Tremec series of transmissions, they're basically beefed up from factory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they come off on a Viper, so that's cool. Cool. Cesar, thank you so much, man. Absolutely. A pleasure. It's such a beautiful, beautiful car, what you've done to it. I'm so glad that it's your forever project car, because you know it's not going anywhere. So definitely a timepiece, man. Yeah, we're so glad that we're able to cover it. So any shout outs, man?
Honestly, I want to shout out like all the people who, well, especially this car. This car's made me be a little bit more social with people. I mean, we're getting older. You don't really get to meet people how you used to when you were a kid. And with this one, you get DMs like, hey, let's take a picture. Or, hey, we're going to this meet. You want to come by? So it's a very good way to be, you know, kind to one another, share a passion that we have as you know, car enthusiasts. And just for example, you, man, for you giving me the opportunity, I really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Any photographers, all my photographers that taking pictures on my car, I really appreciate them because it's their time, and you know, time's valuable, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, same to you, man. So thank you. I'm just holding the GoPro, man. I definitely appreciate you, you know, sharing your story. And I know that you're gonna be motivating a lot of people to go LS.
All right.
Some people don't like that, you know, but LS is the world, and you know, LS is the king. Let's go with that. K is the way, but LA is the king. Not gonna lie. But no, man, this is an amazing car. Like I said, I'm so glad you're in Southern California because you keep holding it down for the Fairlady Zs. Like you mentioned, it's a small but tight community, and so man, this is an amazing car. Hopefully, more people get into it. In the right way, and so we can preserve these beautiful 90s. I would consider it an exotic car, but you know some people would disagree. Thank you so much for the time and the opportunity, and yeah, can't wait to see you future shows, man.
Yeah, same, man. Thank you,
man.